Hello, this video is to show you how to calculate your homework average in my stat lab for my stat 2305 students. Now, the first thing I'd like to mention is whatever average shown to you in my stat lab is incorrect. It's not to be used. I will not be using it. And I'm going to show you how you can keep track of it the way I'm going to calculate it. And then you'll know exactly yourself what it's supposed to be. So there'll be no misunderstandings here. And let me mention here, there are 25 total assignments. I counted them up. The lowest 7 will be dropped. So essentially, it's the average of the best 18 scores. Right? Obviously, as many as you can complete is better. You know, it's better to have some hundreds and maybe the occasional 0 than it is to have just all of them be 75 or 80. So anyway, with that being said, so the first thing you want to do is come up here and put in, I'm just going to put in A1, homework 0, 1. You want to put the 0 there. That's important. That represents homework 1. Otherwise, the next step I'm about to do would not work if you didn't put 0, 1. So we're going to grab the corner and we'll drag that down till we get to 25. So obviously this is you just do that one time. Won't do it anymore. That'll be, so homework 25. And then to save some time, I went ahead and just, made up some scores right here. And so I didn't want to sit there and type them in and waste a lot of your valuable time. So I'm going to just cut those in and move them over right next to it. Now, so here are the scores. And what we have to do is sort them in order by score. Now I'm going to do descending order because I'll show you that when you see what I put in the cell for the average, I'm going to insert a column here. Just give me a little space. Anyway, but I have to select all this together because we want the score to stay with the label. Got to come down here, highlight all 25 of them. We go to data, sort. We're going to sort by column B, but it's going to keep that homework label with it. And I'm going to go largest to smallest. You can do smallest to largest, but I think I would just stick with this if I were you. That way everything else will be the same in the video. All right, so let's do that. And there you go. So it shows the label, which score, so it has them going downward. So if there are 25 scores, 7 to be dropped, we're going to keep the best 18. So I'm going to put this little formula in here, and assuming you save this spreadsheet, which or create this and save it, B1 to B18. See, by doing largest to smallest, that means that the first 18 cells are the ones I want in column B. And that will show you your average based on these results. Okay, now the homework until it gets to the deadline is essentially an ongoing process, meaning the scores can update. You can work on an assignment, your score will go up. Work on another one, score will go up. Now this is totally up to you how frequently you want to check what your average is going to be. Totally up to you. I mean, I certainly, if you had an assignment that was 90 and went to 100, unless you're just dying to know, I wouldn't probably do it. I'd probably wait. Maybe if I changed a couple of 3 assignments, you're just checking. The only thing that's going to be official is right at the very end. But this kind of keeps track of it for you. So here's what you would do. Let me resort these, and you want to do this anyway. You want to go ahead and resort them, get them back in order for column 1, the labels. So I'm going to sort this, and now I'm going to sort this time on column A. But since both our cells are highlighted, A and B, the score will stick with the assignment. And this time I want to go A to Z. I want to go homework 1 down to that means homework 1 will be first and homework 25 will be last. Okay, there we are. Now this average changes. Do not let that concern you. Do not let that bother you. It's just taking whatever 18 scores are, the first 18 in the list, which is not right. They have to be sorted. So don't let that bother you if that drops down. It's only that average formula is only correct after they're sorted. So let's go here, whatever it was before, I think 94 point something, whatever, that doesn't matter. We'll see. Now, let's say you go through here, maybe you do this one, and you make 100. And I'll bold that just to show bold face. I don't care what's going on in the average command right now, average thing, that's whatever. That means nothing until we sort it again. And that 0 became 100. Highlight it. There we go. Of course, you'd save this file every time you do that. And so we'd go through the same process we went the first time. We'd highlight the cells, all of them, and we're going to sort them by column B in descending order. Let's go back over here to data sort. So you're basically just repeating the same process that we did, and it's up to you how frequently you want to check this and do this. That's the key here. So this time it's back to column B, largest to smallest. Now it shows your best 18 scores in order. Both all 25 of the top 18. So now the average is taking those best 18, the first 18 columns, and it went up a little bit, 96.0556. So that's the idea. And of course, now we've got to go back and get this back. I think you want to. I mean, you could leave them like this, but it sure is easier to. Let me do this real quick for it. Okay, so this time I want to sort them by column A. And there, but it's easier if you edit an assignment. It's easy to find it this way versus the other way. And the other way is you got to do it how to get the average. But now, if I wanted to update, any other assignment in here, it's easier to find it this way when they're in order. So that's it. That's basically it. You go through, you change a score, just update your scores, save the file, and then just decide how often you want to see what the new average is, that sort of thing. So there's exactly the process that I use to calculate your homework average for this STAT 2305 course. Thank you very much.